Hey, yeah, so today I've cut all of my nettles down, as you can see. Let me show you the full extent of the nettle pile. It is huge, and that's probably only like half of the nettles that I have cut down. But there's lots of seeds here that I need to get in my drying racks, which means I need to take my dry ones from the last video that I did, because I still haven't gotten around to doing the thing, and to just show you how. So obviously the video, I will link the video in the description. Stripped the nettles, dried the nettle seeds, and this is what I have now. And now I'm going to show you how I process them and store them. So I've got buggy wugs, a sieve, a pan, and you put your nettle seeds in, and you just do this. And I'm going to try and okay, so I have turned around so you can see what I'm doing, and I'm just pushing, just rubbing what I've got, like the as you can see, the little seedy stem things. And I'm just going to do this through the sieve, and as you can see, all the seeds are starting to come out. Those are all nettle seeds. Oh, I'm bashing you about. And just push them through. It's that simple, pushing them through the sieve. Obviously I'm not going to show you the whole lot, because it is quite time consuming, but it's nice actually if you've got a nice day and you've got nothing else to do, I suppose, and you want to sit out in the garden. I'm going to turn the camera back around now. There we go, we're back. Yeah, if you've got nothing better to do, and you're going to sit in the garden anyway, or you want to listen, you can. It's really nice, kind of meditative job. You can sit out in the sun. You can, if you've got phone calls to make, you can be on hold to whoever you got to be on hold to. Probably the bloody DWP or the doctors. Usually those are the kinds of places that we have to be on hold to. But if you've got phone calls to make, and you can do this while you're making your phone calls. It is quite a long-winded job. But once all the nettles, you get kind of left with like these empty sort of sticks, and I literally just chuck them on the compost. That's it. And I will show you in a minute, for the purposes of the video, how, because what you will get is you won't just get seeds, you'll get like little husks as well that go through. And I mean, the husks aren't bad, like, it gives you a bit of fibre, I suppose. But it is nicer to just have the seeds, especially if you want to put it on top of food or in smoothies. You can, have it in, but the nettle seeds are really what you want. And then, if you just put them into another receptacle, and I've not picked the best receptacle at all. This was for my mugwort. And sort of just, especially if you're outside, it'll do it itself. If you do it like this, I don't know if it's showing on here, but literally as I'm pouring the seeds in, you can blow, but if you're outside, it does it itself. The husks are a lot lighter than the seeds, and they blow away, and then you just get left with the seeds behind. So I haven't done a lot. Can you see? I've done about 4 pinch worths. I mean, you can keep doing it if you want to, if you've got the brain space. or just tip it in like that so it's a bit higher up, and again the husks will come off naturally. I can see them blowing in the wind. The camera must probably not picking it up, but that's what I've just got from that tiny amount that you've just seen me sifting, and I've still got all of that to do, and yeah, and all of that. So you can imagine that once I've kind of done all of these, this is going to be pretty much full of nettle seeds. Probably will need another jar, I reckon. But yeah, it's a nice relaxing job to do. And you know, it's not a time sensitive job really. Once they're drying, you haven't got to do anything with them. Nothing's going to happen as long as your room's not damp. You know, I can't even remember when I did the video when I picked those. It was weeks ago now. They've just been sat there waiting for me to have the time and the brain capacity to do it. You know, if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. Today I want to do it because I wanted to get those nettles done. To be fair, I've probably got enough here, you know, for a good 6 months supply of nettle seeds. But if I have all of those as well, then I have enough for a year's supply of nettle seeds, which will be even better, really. Yeah, and as I said in my other video, nettle seeds are so good for you. I mean, nettles, you know, they're full of like different vitamins and minerals that we don't get from a lot of other foods. They're a good antihistamine, they're a good diuretic. The seeds are a good blood tonic, so it's good for like clearing out your lymphatic system. Apparently they have slightly amphetamine-like qualities. I will say I have never consumed nettle seeds and felt hyper, if I'm honest. But they are supposed to be good for energy. And, you know, just good for you in general, I suppose. I like to sprinkle them on top of things like chilies and bologneses. And, you know, you can put them in soups. You can put them in smoothies if you want to. I used to get the kids to do this job when they were little. You know, like those kinds of jobs that you give to the kids that like keeps them busy for quite some time and gets them using their fingers and engaging their fine motor skills, and you know, they get to use different equipment, sieves and pans, and they get to do the blowing thing, which they used to quite like. Yeah, but they've kind of realised now that it's not that it's not that much of an interesting job. And they're a bit old now for me to be forcing them to sift nettle seeds. Not that I had to force them. But all the kids, I mean, they don't really have much of a taste, so the kids used to quite, you know, kind of give them a choice. Would you like some Engevita on your food, or would you like some nettle seeds? And they'd usually go for nettle seeds. So that was always quite cool. So there was never really an issue, like, you know, taste-wise for people that have, you know, sensitivities with their tastes and textures. That was never an issue with the nettle seeds, really. So yeah, I'm just going to show you what I've done again. Can you see? So that's what I've managed to get just in that little time that we've been chatting. And yeah, so you get so many. Like, I dread to think how much these cost in the shops. Really, I genuinely dread to think. And you know, if you just, I like it when the wind blows. Come on, wind, come on. And all the husks blow away, and all the seeds just drop down. I like it. It's fun. nice sensory as well. Just get all the husky bits that you don't really need, that fly away and blow away. Obviously, don't do it in a really windy on a like a really windy day, because then the seeds will blow away as well. They're not that heavy, but they are a lot heavier than the husks. So, yeah, and that was that really today. Easy peasy. That's how I process my nettle seeds. You literally just need a sieve and a pot, and I'm going to put them in this kilner jar. And yeah, they'll last for so long. I'll probably do a little bit more of the sifting, like, you know, sort of this business, just to make sure I'm only really getting as many seeds as I want, not lots of husk as well and leaves. But yeah, there's not really much else to show you. It's quite an easy one. It's quite an easy jobbo. Bit boring sometimes, a bit monotonous, but meditation in mundane. Use it as a meditative tool. You know, use it as something to pass the time when, you know, when you're sitting in the garden. And then yeah, it's quite nice just doing the rubbing meditation. And there you go, nettle seeds. Ooh, lots. Oh, wow, there's loads. I haven't even finished. I've still got so many left to do. So I'm going to crack on, and I hope you have an amazing day. And I hope this inspires you to you know, harvest your own nettle seeds. You can see how easy it is. You can check out the other video about how I stripped them. Obviously use gloves, because, you know, not everyone's got weird hands like me. But yeah, really easy. A really easy way to get some good nutrition in your food. Cheap, well, you know, free, really. And they're such a superfood. Such a superfood. Like, they're so underrated, nettles and their seeds. So underrated. Yeah, there you go. Mwah. Enjoy your day, and enjoy harvesting and foraging.